What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. For you, Market Marauders investment channel helps you find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so today we're jumping into penny stocks under $1. I know you guys like this series, so let's jump into it. Alright, so first we got ticker sign SENS for Senseonics. Last week they touched, or this week they touched $1.17. So it was a pretty high value for them. Overall, they are still bullish. So my indicators for a stock being bullish is the moving average 10 line, which is this red line, being above moving average 50 and 100, which is purple and yellow line. Also VWAP, which is this lime green line, being above the moving average 10 line. So those are my indicators. Both of those pass in my book, so I think it's still bullish overall. Now you can use whatever indicators you like. I know people use a lot of different ones, but those are the two that I like to use for me personally. So jump into some background information on them because we like to do due diligence on this channel. Go to a press release that came out the 23rd from them. They just basically announced that they had a business update, so this is pretty fresh information. It says their fourth quarter 2020 net revenue is expected to be approximately $3.5 million, increase from their prior expectation of approximately $2.5 million, so a $1 million increase from what they expected to make, which I think is fantastic. Received communication from the FDA explaining the reallocation of agency resources to address the EUA application for products related to the pandemic. Health emergency is affecting marketing application reviews. So basically, they're saying that they have a delay because the FDA is busy. So, FDA has been getting EUAs, but their main priority has been on the vaccines. So if you've been following the news, they've kind of had a all hands on deck situation with reviewing these vaccines. So, it's been the Pfizer one, then the next week afterwards, Moderna. I know Inovio releases some information this week as well. So, it's kind of back to back. And, it's not just the FDA, giving these EUAs. There's a lot of other paperwork, and as well as, therapeutics and all these other different drug manufacturers are trying to come out with different things. So they're kind of have their hands full. So it's kind of expected to have, a delay on this. That doesn't mean that they won't get it or that they're denied. That just means that they're basically explaining what's going on with the company. So I think whenever they get their full authorization, or if they get the EUA, the stock will definitely shoot back up well above where it currently is at. So next we have ticker sign AVGR, and this is for AVGR. They touched 77 cents this week, ended at 47 cents, and then after hours went down 2 more cents to end at 45 cents. So overall still bullish. Looking at both of the indicators, moving average 10 being above moving average 50 and 100, and the VWAP above the moving average 10. So based off those indicators, I would say it's still bullish. It has potential to go back up, touch this 77 level. Background information on them. They are based in Redwood City, California. So if we look at background information on them, they just announced their annual meeting, which is going to be on the 31st. So a lot of these meetings, they give a lot of good information on strategic plans the company has moving forward. And I'm interested to see, what's going on. They're basically saying on here that they had a proposed meeting to have a reversal or a stock reverse split. A lot of companies do this to help their stock price go up, but it says that their reverse stock split proposal was not approved. It says while majority of the votes received were cast in favor of the reverse split proposal, AVGR did not receive the approval of the majority of the shares outstanding required in order to approve the reverse split proposal. So reverse splits can definitely help a company out. Just basically share dilution, so there'll be more shares out there, which will help the stock overall because people will buy those shares for it to go up in general. So I think it kind of is a good move, in my opinion, that it didn't have a reversal, because I think that they basically have faith that the company is going to go up in the long term. So I think it's good, in my opinion. So talk about the Patreon group. I do have a Patreon group called Market Marauders. Make sure you guys check it out. That's $10 a month. I give daily watch lists and live streams. So if you want to learn more about stocks, penny stocks, options, make sure you join the group. Link it down below in the description. And also I have a clothing company called Sus Clothing Company, so make sure you check that out. I have a description down below as well, where you can go check out some of this merch and support the channel. So I'll gladly appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, all the people who come and buy different gear on here. It definitely helps the channel overall. And also, if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link down below for that in the description as well. So next we're talking about ticker sign BNGO. And that is for Bionanogenomics. I hope I'm saying that correctly. They did touch 81 cents this week, but then went down to end at 70 cents. After hours went down more to end at 68 cents. One of the indicators on here is passed for me. So that's the moving average 10 line. Is above the moving average 50 and 100, but if we see VWAP fell down below the moving average 10, so I think it may struggle a little bit to continue to go back up. It may continue to run sideways next week, but I think there's promise considering that last week it did have the VWAP go above the moving average 10. Once it crossed, you see it start to go sideways. So that's why I use those two for my indicators. They're free. They're not any special charts that anyone used. They're not any special indicator that someone used. The majority of the platforms that you use have VWAP as well as moving average 10, 50, and 100. So I like to use those because no matter what platform you're on, you can most likely find those, and they're good indicators onto volume as well as prices and historical prices, in my opinion. So background information on them. We can see that they had on the 23rd, publication reveals in side-by-side comparison that method using PacBio sequences detects only 72% of large structural variants detected by optical genome mapping with Sapphire. So they have this system called Sapphire that they basically do human genome mapping, or what they call HGSVC, which is Human Genome Structural Variation Consortium. I know it's very technical, words, but basically they just map human genomes to help identify, what's going on with people's bodies, and a lot of their information can be used to help, come up with different drugs, different pharmaceuticals. I think the research they do is very fascinating, in my opinion. I think it's a lot ahead of their time, research, and it helps, to unlock the different things that go on in human DNA. So, and with that being said, I think the company definitely has a bright future if the technology catches on and if they can get their product, out there to more and more people. So I definitely have this one on my radar because I think, when I came across and I read some of the stuff they were doing, I think it's very interesting, especially considering a lot of these vaccines nowadays are mRNA, which is a new technology that could have potentially come from some of the studies that a company like this does. So lastly, we have ticker sign BIOL, and that is for Biolast. They did touch 50 cents this week. They ended the week at 38 cents. Then after hours went up 2 more cents to end at 41 cents. So I think overall they have potential to go back to this 50 cents. Both the indicators are hit, so that means the moving average 5 is above the moving average 50 and 100, or moving average 10, is above moving average 50 and then moving average 100. Which is this red line above both these purple and yellow lines. If we look at the VWAP, it still is above moving average 10, so I think they have potential to go back up. Also, not really an indicator, but when a stock usually ends on a positive note, that's kind of a good situation or a good indicator that it'll potentially go back up in the early morning movers. So if you hear somebody talk about early morning movers, it usually is coming or stemming from either news that they heard or they saw that the stock is ending on a positive note. Just bear that in mind. So background information on Biolast. So this came out the 17th, so it's not like the freshest news, but they're a dentistry company. They help dentists, around the world. But it says Biolast and BMW Performance Center West team together for a 12-month promotion to give dentists a thrilling opportunity to experience precision control and performance of advanced water lasts, a dental laser, and BMW award-winning vehicles. So they're basically teaming up with BMW to help promote some of their stuff in the dentistry field, which I think is fantastic. I think, it's a pretty big opportunity for them to showcase, all the things that they do. I think, you don't really hear much about companies that do dentistry or, medical companies like this. But dentistry is still considered in the medical field. And, there are dentists out there. They still, do a lot of things. Dentistry field is continuing to grow. People are still becoming dentists. So it still is considered the medical field. And I think, people should look at stocks like this as potential growth stocks. So even though it's not a huge field, I think some of the things they do could potentially be looked at as future growth. Now these are the stocks. We got ticker sign SENS, AVGR, BNGO, BIOL. So good luck to everybody out there trading this week. Also, make sure you join the Patreon group for more. Make sure you check out the clothing company as well. And if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 4 free stocks, link down below in the description. Good luck to everybody out there trading. Hope everybody's able to spend some quality time with their families during this holiday season. And we're going to be getting back to trading next week. So see you all. Merry Christmas and peace.